has to be draining. You have to reset yourself mentally to be ready for this loser's final set.
Against another fast fighter like Fox, there's no time to breathe. He's not fighting any zoners. This tournament is full of aggression. We have Roy versus Fox coming in right now. Here we go. Let's start off game one of losers finals of CEO Dreamland 2020.
The green Roy, the orange Fox. Who will come out victorious here? Who will get a chance at the South Florida King, Sam Sora?
They're both playing really patient on this neutral. Not many hits were exchanged too quickly there going into this game, but now they're starting to engage each other. Before resetting neutral, they're both utilizing their speed and dashing in and out over and over, waiting for one of them to mess up.
So something we saw ZD able to do against Gact and earlier able to do against ZD that he wasn't able to do against Sora is take advantage of the fall speeds. Yes, less so. Fox especially, or excuse me, Roy especially, the combo game that ZD has on fast fallers is incredible.
Nasty.
We're probably going to see some of those fair exchanges we didn't see against Sora. See how KOLA is able to actually deal with someone that's even faster than he is.
Got him up on a platform, but both characters are super healthy right now. However, KOLA is taking some signs here of a lead, 21-69, getting him on the ledge, but this is going to be a bit of a punish. Oh, but he whips it.
Such a good mix-up there, because how often you see Roy's go to that top platform, or that side platform using the up B.
Only when you least expect it, bros. So that's whenever they do it. I can't catch on to it. Almost gets the two-frame there from the neutral B, but he does get him off with a neutral air. Let's see what he can do this time. Not quite.
Ooh,
that pressure is wild.
Oh, he actually slips out of the side B there. There's that fair. Yes, sir. Well, another one for you here, maybe.
Gets him off stage. He goes for the counter, which I liked as a play, but ZD was one step ahead of him, was able to punish even more, getting 90% on him, but he needs to be careful, otherwise he's going to be down to Roy any second now.
Get the forward throw. Oh, no, the up throw. Maybe a bit of a DI mix-up.
Almost gets the up smash, which would have finished it up, but Fox at 156. He is hurt now. Will up throw do it now? Yes, it will.
And that's probably the earliest you're going to see Roy's up throw kill pretty much ever.
PS2, though, with the shorter ceilings. Fox, not the heaviest character, but we're going to find out whatever they can. Also, a little bit of rage spiced on there as well.
Right. Lightest 10 characters in the game is Fox, so that 168 was enough to seal it.
Glass cannon, but he's going to be looking for even earlier kill moves because Roy has in his kit back air and side Bs and forward smashes. And we also saw him land a lot of up tilts against Mars as well.
Footstool there, not really anything off of it, but gets in place and fast enough to get that F smash. ZD answering and clearing up that first stock.
Second stock still looking pretty even, though this is anybody's game at this point. However, KOLA, the longer the game goes, and he's stacking on more and more damage, which I like that even though he's not finding big kill conversion like at a jab, he's at least keeping the neutral game strong on his side right now.
Good down tilt there after the parry. Ooh, kind of mixing up ZD a little bit, trying to see where he's going. Those tech chase rates have been so good for him all weekend.
Oh, he gets the neutral beam for the first time I've seen it since I've sat down. Let's go. It's not a matter of if, it's when, just like you said.
Beautiful start here for KOLA. He's up tilt back here. Just that single laser. Just a dash of pepper on that stock.
Yep. Whatever he can get, he will take right now because at 124, he needs to find a kill really soon. He's waiting for a single mess up and an up smash to come out when you least expect it. Ooh, beautiful mix-up.
You got to be careful now in the corner, too. You get hit by that full extension of the side B. You're dying in the spots.
He's applying so much pressure over the platform. He's making ZD even afraid to think about jumping.
Almost got it again on that two-frame.
Neutral air keeps him off, though. He needs to find a way. However, ZD gets up successfully with a neutral air, applying pressure on that platform. That right platform, both of them want it so bad right now.
And something I'm really liking from KOLA when he has ZD above him is going for the preemptive aerials. Not necessarily worried about whether the sweet or the sweet or the sour spot there, but it prevents Fox from actually aerialing down, which ZD's wanted to do quite a bit. This sort of ceiling is able to lock out a lot of what ZD's trying to do.
Now that up throw just got stale a little bit, but last time we saw a kill at 150 with 100 rage. Now, even though it's stale a little bit, doesn't matter because he's going to find an up B to nail out the kill instead.
And a great start there from KOLA. Good win there. Keeping the momentum going from that previous set. We haven't really seen ZD get those extended combos that we saw in the previous set between them.
Thinking about where to go right now, it looks like our stage is going back to PS2. ZD needs to think of what he can adjust to and what he can change, because he was getting trapped in a lot of neutral interaction losses against KOLA, who has been doing a great job just tacking on more and more percent. So ZD needs to find a little bit more than just a couple lasers. He needs to get him a lot of lower percent kills and just kind of keep juggling him anything he can do to keep the damage coming.
Ooh, nice sequence there from ZD. That is what we were seeing in that previous set, where he would just get that first initial opening and get so much extra damage.
ZD right now looking like a whole different fighter. He's tagged on 84% so far, but not before KOLA, without him answering back with 53% of himself. Beautiful counter for 78% now. He's getting closer. He needs to think of something to end the stock before he dies himself, just like that.
And ZD, he almost was in position to get caught by that Firefox, but ZD with that quick tech and a little bit of the hold away to avoid bringing him back to the stage.
114 though is a lot of damage, and that back air almost killed him, so the next one probably will, but neutral air not quite enough. Beautiful forward tilt though is going to seal that stock. We're at 2 stocks apiece, 0%.
And the beauty of where we're sitting right now is we get all these different camera angles. We saw a huge eye roll from ZD after that F tilt connected. A little annoyed that he lost his stock in that manner. Down tilt, back air, dash attack. Oh, there would have been that fair again that we've seen so often from him. And once again, right, one neutral interaction, and that's 60-70% on fast followers. ZD just a master of his craft.
Apply some huge pressure there on the right platform. Again, they both seem so comfortable there. However, ZD continuing the pressure from the first stock, getting on more damage, but he needs to make sure he doesn't lose too much footing right here. Again, keeping him at edge. He needs to play more denial to keep him off stage. He's gotten 57% so far, but not before losing his second stock himself.
Yeah, it's one thing to be able to play on the Fox at the mid-level when you're getting that nair up smash. It's that next layer, that next step up once you start getting that tech chase involved with it as well. And ZD just masterful at it this weekend.
Let's see what KOLA can do here to close this out. Down air is not going to catch the 2-frame. However, ZD does get back safely. However, safely, not before falling into a double-edged dance, but the air doesn't put him in a bad situation. He gets the tech, though, every single time.
Yeah, ZD just looking so confident in that. But the 2-frame again.
Second
twice
time.
in the set. Now only a percent difference between the two players. When what's crazy here is if we do see a win from either side, both of these players are so comfortable in Town and City. We've seen them counterpick multiple times this weekend. So maybe the PS2 here from ZD is to prevent, I don't know, any kind of comfort for KOLA, maybe?
That's true. We need to be careful because both the first and second stock, ZD has been able to take it before KOLA. Even though KOLA has answered back miraculously every single time, tying it back to 0-0, it doesn't matter because whoever takes the third stock first is going to win the game. And so far the story has all been ZD, but KOLA has been bringing it back himself too.
Jesus, Chia, look at this.
That's too much pressure, man.
Almost got that landing fair as well. That was going to lead to another tech chase situation or a jab lock.
How can he edge guard his down air? Oh! Right, the weak hit popped him up. No need to tech it into back air.
The NBA season may be over, but the alley-oop dunk to himself was something out of All-Star Weekend there for KOLA.
Oh my God.
Beautiful play. And you saw the crowd erupt behind him as well. The entire crowd just amazed by both of these players.
He was so ready for every step of that.
And that's the layered gameplay, right?
Yep.
You go for that down air, hoping for the sweet spot and getting the spike. But in the instance where you get that sour spike, KOLA was ready. So good. And we do see the return to PS2 here. So no Town and City counterpick for either player yet.
We're going to keep it here on a stage. Same stage here, KOLA up 2-0. He only needs one more game for his shot at Samsora in the winners, in grand finals, I'm sorry.
And so what was a 3-1 win for ZD in the previous set, KOLA Arley doubling his efforts in the win column in this set here.
Game 3 is starting off the exact same as games 1 and 2. ZD getting KOLA up about 70 to 90% or so, but not before KOLA makes an explosive, fiery comeback on Fox.
Oh, the single hit there almost leading into the F smash, and you hear the gas from the crowd as well. They knew that was so close, but ZD with the answer on that counter attempt.
That's the second time KOLA tried that counter. The first one successful, but not the second time. Fool him once, shame on him, but fool him twice, it's not going to work that time. He's going to take a stock for it.
Forward throw from KOLA there. ZD with that rising fair from ledge, such a great option for Fox. Until
Nair down to a forward air, gets more damage on him in a second stock.
I'm actually a little bit curious there whether he was mashing down on that fair, because we've seen him actually use single hit fair or the second hit of fair to put Roy's, especially in terrible situations below the ledge.
Down smash cleans up at the ledge. This is a whole stock lead for ZD. This is the best he's looked yet this stage.
Yeah, but KOLA with that explosive power, I'm wondering if he's going to be able to answer this pretty quickly.
Even if he doesn't answer now, he still has 2 whole games of counter pick to answer, so no matter when he can, he has his shot too.
Nice parry there from ZD, and this is starting to get a little bit more one-sided.
Yep. Yeah, I think of what kind of adjustments KOLA could be making, as it feels like ZD has finally found out how to play Stadium 2 against Roy.
It's crazy to think something as simple as a jab is such a good option in these situations.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Double edge dance.
Spot. But like every time KOLA has actually given up any kind of window on ZD, that frame 2 jab adding 10% every time.
Yep. Talking about windows though, right now, KOLA has some signs of life. So ZD gave him one opportunity left right now to close out this game and seal losers finals in a 3-0 victory.
The DI out there on the down air from KOLA, knowing ZD only had so much of a runway to get that up smash started.
Huge damage, 38 right now. He has to recover though. How does he get back without getting hit by Roy?
Oh, I don't know what that couldn't have been. That couldn't have been intentional. That had to be a jab side B, right?
Yeah, side B, but down angle. However,
he's got him. He's got him. No, not yet.
Neutral air though, he has everything in his side.
Oh, you just up smash.
Oh my gosh.
And that's so crazy, right? Roy's jab is so safe on shield,
I know.
And yet ZD with the confidence, knowing he was going to have the space to just let that up smash rip. Beautiful play here, and a point on the board.
That went back and forth. It was up 2 stocks to 1 stock, 0% on both sides, but KOLA was just barely there, able to bring it back, but only narrowly falling, but he still has 2 full games to change the story.
And even after the counter, so close still, putting himself in a position to claim this, and 4 straight games here on PS2. No change of scenery for us.
It was looking so good for ZD for a while, but that last stock, KOLA completely turned around. But we're going to see if he can take what he did there in that last stock and do it all 3 stocks in game 4.
Stop if you've heard this one before, but Fox up tilt, man.
Yeah,
what a move.
A couple times.
I like the empty hop there from ZD. I like the up E out of shield more from KOLA.
Yep. Again, just like every other game so far, the low percents are always going for ZD, but KOLA always seems to find a way to pull it out.
Forward throw here, just pushing back off stage.
Grabs the ledge, however, a weak up air is going to reset him, keeping him near the ledge, getting him off there though.
Good nair up. That's been a couple times now where ZD's used that aggressive option from ledge.
I love the pressure right now by ZD. All these areas on his shield are going uncontested, but that's not because of KOLA. That's because of ZD and his insane pressure and precision of it.
And there's that landing up air from KOLA to get a victory in neutral finally.
Almost, that was a really good movement there with everything he had at his disposal, but the counter is going to take that. I believe that was untouchable too.
Yeah, nothing you could do about it. You saw that red flash, and the Sword of Sealing sealed that first stock for KOLA.
Oh, not before ZD answers back with his first stock of his own as well. Keeping him at the ledge here, getting a little bit of percent. This is the first time KOLA has had a lead at this point of the game in the last couple games.
See that Russian nair there, just the option so many Roys look for because it leads to so much for this character.
Free damage from up B, however he's going to keep forcing him to the stage.
Whoa!
Forward smash with a full stock lead now for KOLA.
And while this crowd has been firmly behind KOLA throughout this loser's run for him, you saw multiple people in the background throw their arms up going, why did that work? And but KOLA now so close to closing this out.
That's when you know you've made it, Broza. When people start hating on you for your options, we thought Roy was our boy, but not anymore. Oh, that's it. Oh, he barely makes it back with an angle.
Now a second chance at life. ZD has so much to work on.
Beautiful
but the neutral
turnaround.
The blazer hit is enough to do it. The binding blade has bound ZD. A 3-1 reversal for KOLA, reversing the hands of fate from the winner side bracket. And we have our grand finals set for you. Black X